Bienvenido al canal más loco de toda la red. Roles aparte.
Buenas, buenas, buenas. ¿Qué tal estamos? ¿Qué tal estáis? Espero que bien. No sé por qué no me está cargando mi webcam. Ahora sí, joder. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bueno, hoy tenemos Monkey Island una vez más. Este es nuestro cuarto Monkey Island ya. Pero esta vez tenemos la novedad que ha salido justo hoy. El juego de Return to Monkey Island. Aquí en Roles Aparte. Hoy vamos a empezar la historieta, que tenemos mucho hype, la verdad, por este juego, porque llevamos esperándolo quizá 12 años o 10 años, no sé cuántos, pero nos va a sacar de dudas nuestro querido Cristian, el especialista en juegos de aventura gráfica. ¿Qué pasa, Cristian? ¿Qué tal?
Quedó. Siento corregirte tan pronto, pero salió ayer, no hoy.
Salió, el 19, es verdad, salió ayer, cierto.
Salió ayer, no hoy.
Cierto, es verdad.
Nada, bien. Vamos a ver qué tal es, que por lo visto, joder, han hecho canon hasta el de Telltale, por lo que parece.
Joder, qué bueno, ¿no? El de Telltale. Que no, sí. Vamos, yo pensaba que no era canon, que lo habían desechado en su día, la verdad.
Yo también, la verdad, pero bueno, oye, ahí está. Bueno.
También vamos a dar la bienvenida a nuestro queridísimo Zafi. Zafi, ¿me tienes que corregir en algo tú?
Yo para nada. Yo de Monkey Island ni idea, así que buenas noches a todos.
Buenas noches, y también, como no, el especialista en el StarCraft. ¿Qué dices, Diplodocus, Sebas? ¿Qué pasa, Sebas?
Sí, bueno, yo te tengo que corregir, no solo en StarCraft 2, sino también en manga y anime.
No, joder, cabrón, me refería a corregir en Monkey Island hoy. ¿Algo de Monkey Island que tengas que corregir?
¿De Monkey Island? Sí, que no has dicho el número. ¿Qué número es este, por cierto?
igual canon, igual es el 6. No sé, que me corrija, Cristian. No lo sé.
Sí, pues tienes razón.
Toma, por fin, ole. Bueno, a ver, ¿algo que comentar antes de comenzar? Que estamos con las ansias vivas.
No me convence mucho el arte de momento.
Joder, el arte, la verdad es que, ojo, Pero
es bueno, que están con las nuevas ideas del abstracto y claro, y meten ahí toda esa mierda.
Antes hemos visto un poquito, vamos, ha sido abrir el juego y un poquito las imágenes y tal, y lo que ha dicho Cristian, dice, hostia, me recuerda mucho al Broken Age, al juego que nos pasamos aquí.
Sí.
Y es verdad, tiene un toquecito. Bueno, es que, claro, también son de los mismos creadores, o sea que...
Sí.
¿No?
Algunos sí. Ese fue del Team Chaser, que está zumbado, aunque ya no pertenece a LucasArts, que eso es de Double Fine.
No te tires el pisto hoy, Michael, que no va a entrar ninguna.
No, ya me estoy dando cuenta. Me estoy dando cuenta que no... Mira, hello motherfucker, dice Draxler ya. Nada más empezar. ¿Qué pasa? Motherfucker, ¿qué pasa, hombre? Venga, a ver, vamos a hacer la transición, que es que me temía que iba a pasar esto.
Y no te lo pillas, tienes que pillar por ventana.
Joder, tío, en serio. Eso pasaba en el otro, ¿no?
En todos.
Madre mía.
No sé por qué, pero OBS no se lleva bien con la Monkey Island.
Yo con que pases de cancioncita ya me vale.
De cancioncita.
Sí.
A ver si esto me lo pilla. ¿Tampoco me lo pilla? Ah, vale, claro.
Ajá.
Joder, tío. Te juro que lo había visto antes, Ahí se ve algo. Vamos a ajustar la pantalla. Vale. Ahora sí. Bueno. Igual le bajo un poquito la música, ¿no?
Lo único que se te está viendo todo ahí.
¿Todo?
Ah, bueno, ahora. Vale. Que va un poco... Nada.
Vale. Venga, pues nueva partida aquí, a tope. Venga, vamos, a la de 3, a la de 2, a la de 1. Modo casual, modo difícil. Modo difícil.
Modo difícil.
Modo difícil, a tope. Más puzzles y más difíciles, a tope. Para los aventureros acérrimos que lo quieren todo.
Claro.
Todo.
Comienza una historia inesperada. Preludio. Pues veamos qué nos espera hoy.
A ver.
¿Se escucha bien?
Parece, sí.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Oye, ¿no hemos dado español?
Espera, que algo se me está.
No está en español.
No, el audio no está en español.
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Joder, perdonad,
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Hombre, en el parque de atracciones.
Entonces, después del Monkey Island 2.
Let's goof on
Sí.
those two. Pretend they're our
El final,
parents.
¿no? Se supone.
Yeah,
Eh.
sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry.
¿Qué va?
I found him.
Ahí va.
¿Qué haces,
Joder,
Miquel?
joder.
Los padres le pusieron en pausa
que-
para pegar los dos.
Es que estoy viendo. ¿Se me escucha bien en el directo? Miradlo en el directo.
Wait.
Come on, let's go.
A ver.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes. It's so
Di algo.
Hola, hola. Probando 1, 2. 1,
Wonder if
2.
it's real.
Sí, se te escucha bien, dice Draxa.
Ah, vale. Vale. Es que veo aquí en el OBS que hay mucho ruido. No sé por qué.
Perfecto, sí, se te llegó ahí.
¿Y a vosotros?
Sorry,
¿Se os
boys,
escucha bien a
could you stop
vosotros?
following us.
Se supone que
No,
sí.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. Have you
Escorbutifarras.
ever had one of those?
No las he probado.
No way. You
¿Qué
have
dices?
to
Tienes que
try
probar
one.
una.
It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No bullet.
Wow.
Vale. O sea, ya nos podemos mover.
I once got a scurvy dog
Me
that
pilló una
was bigger than my head.
escorbutifarra más
What
grande.
should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Empieza a entrar en todos lados.
Mira el barril. Hostia.
Coge la rasta.
No hay nada. No me dejaba hacer.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Pero muy bajito. Se escucha como un ventilador un poco.
I guess
Pero
they
muy
don't
bajito.
like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Una puerta abierta.
¿La tiene abierta? A ver.
No, a la
Ah,
puerta.
la otra. La otra.
Get ready to run.
Hostia, no deja, ¿eh? Ah, sí. Vale.
Sí, no, porque haces trastada.
I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Seguro que hay que poner algo en la puerta para despertar.
Some places you go.
Mira, las escorbutifarras están aquí. ¿Hablo con él?
Coge la pata a palo esa. Y ahí-
They
ahí.
put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Coge la llave. ¿No le puedes coger la llave?
¿Qué llave? ¿Esta?
Claro.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Nada.
It says, return outhouse key
Cuando
when
acabes,
finished.
otra
or
se
else.
entera.
Habla con él.
I once had the hiccups.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Joder, se llevan de puta madre los hermanos, ¿eh?
Eh.
Pedir un par de... ¿Qué? Ah, se puede
Pide un
preguntar
par.
dos cosas. Se puede... Ah.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
¿Puede dar
Pide
un par?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Por favor.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry
Please?
kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Pues nada.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way.
La letrina
Coins fall out
enfrente.
of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Para eso necesito la llave.
Esta, ¿no? Pescar la llave. Ah,
I'll
mira.
bring this right back,
Claro.
sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
O sea,
Por, no, por el otro lado. Por detrás tienes que ir. No sé si puedes entrar o pasar por aquí dentro.
a ver,
Sí.
pedir grog. ¿Cuánto vale el grog? Pedir grog.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Pues a lo mejor tienes que ir por el otro lado. Por fuera.
Pide, 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 pide.
¿Qué pone aquí?
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Did you
Ah,
know you can keep a
enfrente,
scurvy
esa
dog
es la.
warm by
Esta,
sticking
trastear en la
it in the
letrina,
armpit?
exactamente.
No, trastear, no, tienes que abrirla.
Cristian, ese es Curvidog.
Good
Es,
thing I
sí.
found the key in my pocket.
Joder.
Good.
Es
You
un
unlocked it.
perrito escorbuto.
Es-
Mira, hay una moneda en el suelo.
It isn't a piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and
Tamaño y
shape as a
forma.
piece of eight.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Pues coger.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Joder.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Bueno,
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
¿qué tienes en el inventario?
La lista de tareas, hombre.
Bueno, que tienes lista de tareas.
Buscar una moneda, comprar butifarra. Escorbutifarra.
Uf,
Coger, mirar
Oh.
la chanfla. Tan
no me
chula que
gusta
sea.
nada
It's
eso.
like a piece of eight if you don't see very
¿El qué?
well.
Que
I can
tengas
see
lista
on
de
my head
tareas.
without using
Ah,
my
porque te da
hands.
mucha ayuda, ¿no?
Me parece un poco ridículo.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You
Yep.
do it.
Okay.
Ay, la
Gross.
alcantarilla.
Gross.
Ah,
Gross.
Joder, qué asco de sitio, ¿no?
eh,
Ugh.
Hombre, es
What
una
is this
letrina.
stuff?
En un parque de
Smells the same
atracciones.
as a toilet.
Pirata.
Please wash hands before leaving
Ah,
our
para lavarse las
house.
manos.
Joder. Y no me
I
deja
don't see
buscar.
any coins,
Pues
and
nada,
I'm
pues
not
vámonos.
putting my hands in
Ya
No hay
them.
tiene la
mal.
moneda, además. Es falsa, pero dice que es buena si a alguien le falla la vista. Y el otro, y ya te han dicho que tiene un dedo de grasa en la gafa, así que
Sí.
en principio no le da una mierda. Habla con él, pídele directamente
Now what?
un par de escorbutifarra.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of eight.
Toma.
What can we get with this?
Hostia.
Yeah.
Tastes like a piece of eight.
Sabe como un doblán.
Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Ahí lo lleva, muchacho.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Joder, lleno de mosquitas, de pelos. Madre mía. Qué rico,
Qué rico.
Qué ricura.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
¿Qué hacemos?
Bueno,
Seguimos mirando, ¿no? Por aquí. Atar a Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Pues nada. Leer el letrero.
Exhibit removed. Aw.
Mira en el barril. A ver en ese barril
This
si hay
would
más
be
suerte.
great for apple bobbing.
Pues nada.
Ajá, puerta siniestra.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Pues vete a la derecha del todo. Todavía.
Espera, a ver. Ah, se puede comer. ¿La como?
No.
Mira, es que claro, aquí te lo dice, tío. Trastear y
Claro.
explorar. Buscar a nuestros
Claro,
verdaderos
es que
padres.
eso te quita toda la gracia del juego.
Claro, si ya sabes lo que tienes que hacer, ¿no?
Pues a lo mejor hay que ponerlo. ¿Lo has puesto difícil?
I have an
Está en
extra
modo
Sí.
difícil.
back. I can feel it.
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate.
Wiki, wiki.
Hello.
No, esto le vas a tener que abrir, le vas a tener que despertarle un
He's
portazo luego.
dead to the world.
Pero seguro que te hace falta algo para poner entre la puerta cuando abran y. A ver. Seguro, algo así.
Pues seguro.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
Hacéis caraculos.
I'm making a list
Hey,
of stuff
Chucky.
to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Uf. Es que...
Pero a lo mejor esto es al principio, ¿eh? Cristian, me temo que esto va a
Esta
ser al
tarea
principio.
de gran piratilla.
Claro, es
Puede
que,
ser, pero
es que creo
no
que es
sé
ahora,
aquí.
porque, no sé, no jodas, tío, es que si no se lo cargan un poco, ¿no? Este es... Mira,
No,
el
o sea,
ancla,
que-
gana choque en una carrera.
Está dando un mal rollo. Mira el ancla.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place?
Pulsa
They
punto
were
para
used
saltarse
in
el diálogo.
combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage
No
that
se duerme.
way. Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead.
Joder, la verdad es que sí lo paso, ¿no?
Actually less effective
Hola,
than the
buenas
sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older
Ese
design
antiguo
went
pasó de
out
moda
of
de que los
fashion
marineros
after
empezaron a
sailors
creer que la
started to
letra
think the letter V
V
was
daba
bad
mala
luck.
suerte.
You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to
Madre
prevent what's
mía.
called plummeting.
Joder.
The anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist
Sí,
way
puede
down
pasar. Yo creo que
for
es así
no
apuesta,
reason.
además, ¿eh?
Most
Yo me da
anchors
que
these
también,
days
¿no?
are made of iron, and you have to recast about 30 years. Oh, kind, but the
Oh,
old
no,
word
pues sí que es
didn't have
largo.
that. Yeah, I'm
¿Qué
kind of an
dice?
Leo un
expert on
montón.
anchors.
Joder.
Ole. Si te has perdido para ver las frases anteriores,
Dale a la coma.
pulsa flecha abajo para ver las frases anteriores. Ah, mira, que está aquí todo. Vale.
Joder, chico, o sea... ¿Cómo es el modo fácil?
Hey, Chucky. Wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2,
No sé qué tengo que hacer.
1, go!
Ganarle.
I win!
Vale, ya has completado 2 tareas.
¿Qué más
Did you know
había?
your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa a mis corpus. Joder. ¿Dónde está la
La
pata?
pasta aquí adelante. Ahí ves el pan en el suelo.
Ah, sí.
Pues la pata estará en el lago.
Hey,
Ahí está
hands
la
off.
pata.
Manos quietas, me dice.
That's our bread.
I want to
Y
be
la
the
cesta.
¿Cómo?
Y la cesta que tiene el tío ahí al lado. ¿Qué abres la cesta?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's
Cómete lo
find
que hay
out.
dentro.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. No regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a
Ahí
piece of
enfrente
my
hay un cubo
mind.
con algo.
And I've got the other half.
Blah,
Sí.
blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Joder.
Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah,
Vale,
blah,
vale, vale,
Blah,
vale.
blah, blah, blah.
Vale. Ah, vale, que nos podemos
blah,
ir,
blah.
joder.
Gotta run.
How rude.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with
Ya
scurvy
sabes dónde
dogs.
está la salsa para las corulifarras.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Pues no me deja, tío.
¿No?
El cartel.
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck.
Nada, tío.
Y en el barril no hay nada, no te deja hacer nada.
En el barril no. No, tío.
A ver qué más tareas tienes. Ensayar lucha con espada, trébol de 4 hojas, deseo en el pozo de los deseos. Vale.
A lo mejor hablando con ellos.
Aquí está el campo de tréboles, esos no son tus verdaderos padres. Lo he dicho al principio.
Pero a lo mejor me dan. Ya, pero a lo mejor me dan pan.
Puede ser.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Me da un poco de pan para comer.
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Pues nada.
Tienes el campo de tréboles aquí a la derecha.
Ah, mira, la lucha con
At home,
espadas aquí.
I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox. Let's be frank, you can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up
Que
to my
superas mi
level.
nivel.
I win.
I win! Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Vale.
Necesitas salsa.
Le mojo a ver si ahora me deja.
Vale. Ketchup en esto.
You're not going to touch the ground with your
no,
scurvy
deja.
dog.
No, of course not. Do not
Buscar
pick
un trébol de 4
four-leaf clovers. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Mira. A la primera.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Vale. Pues tenemos todo eso completado.
Necesitas ketchup y echar de comer al pato y pedir un deseo.
Pues a ver. Aquí está el pozo de los deseos.
I should find a coin to throw in.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Pide ketchup.
Deseo trajo el butifarra, pero vamos a ver.
Eso es.
No. Esta.
Otras cosas de barra. O una planta azul, sí.
I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you.
Huh?
¡Oh!
Told you so.
¡Hostia! ¡Qué hijo puta! Se lo ha comido, qué cabrón.
¡Qué cabrón!
¡Hostia!
¡Qué cabrón!
I never thought I'd ever find one.
Pedir un deseo en el pozo, vale. Echarle salsa, o sea, falta la salsa y dar de comer al pato. Joder. Abrir la verja.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this
No
way.
va, vale. Pues para allá no. Habla con la del columpio ahí, puedes ir a ver.
La de aquí. No, la de aquí no me deja. Este no me deja. Y estos tampoco.
¿Y cómo le echas salsa a los corbutíferos?
Bueno,
claro.
En la tienda, ¿no? A lo mejor.
Puedes pedir otro deseo.
Claro, lo que pasa que no tengo moneda, ¿no? Para tirarle.
No, claro.
I can stand on my head.
That was cool. I wish I had
Claro.
another coin.
Nada.
Joder, creo que tienes que
Recoger
hacer
ketchup, recoger ketchup. Ah, amigo.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Ahora sí. Vale. Y el otro que me quedaba era dar de comer al pato.
No se lo darle los corbutíferos al pato. Con salsa y todo.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Pues
Vaya.
entonces, habla con ellos ahora que tienes el trébol de 4 hojas. No sé.
Ah, pues es verdad.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I
Yeah,
don't
creo,
think
pero-
so. We brought it for ourselves.
Al pato. No creo que se la pueda dar al pato, ¿no?
No creo.
Ah, pues sí.
Se lo ha puesto.
Pata de la suerte. ¿Cómo?
Se lo has puesto en la cabeza en vez de dárselo de comer, no sé. O le ha crecido. Pero ya está. Ahora ya puedes ir para la derecha.
Pues nada. Hombre, por lo menos corre en este juego.
Mira,
Anda. Hostia.
Hey, Dad.
El hijo de
Hello, Mr.
Guybrush.
Threepwood.
Anda, coño.
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big
Big
Whoop.
whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Empezamos.
Mikel, ¿puedes cambiarte la cámara de sitio y hacerla un poco más pequeña?
Sí. Espera, se va a pausar el juego, ¿eh?
No puedes. Ah. Es que corta un poco el texto.
Vale. A ver, bueno, me la quito, ¿qué cojones? Si no pinta nada, mi cámara. A ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Aquí. Es que lo tengo que pausar porque al salir de la pantalla se pausa. Por otro motivo, ¿no?
Nokia Island.
En lo más profundo del Caribe. La isla de Melee.
Oh, qué bonito.
Return to Monkey Island. El retorno.
Volvemos a la tabernita.
Al bar
Ron
Scoop.
Gilbert.
A la casa del alcalde.
Aquí
Hostia,
también
pues.
está
Hostia,
Dominica Armato, ahí está, vuelve como Street.
Pues puede estar guapo
Armando
que verlo otra vez rediseñado. O todo, ¿no? También, por otra parte. A ver, pensaba. El diseño no me está decepcionando tampoco mucho, ¿eh? Al principio me parecía más cutre, pero no me está pareciendo tan mal de momento, ¿eh?
Tampoco es que me esté gustando mucho. De momento, o sea, no sé, a ver ahora.
Cheros, bienvenido a tope con el Monkey. La isla
Yo con
mono.
estas cosas ya lo que le dije a Cristian el otro día, yo qué sé ya.
Yo qué sé.
Yo qué sé ya.
Si es que ya no se sabe, ¿verdad?
Ahora te coge Monkey Island y de repente ya no es Guybrush, es pelirrojo Bruce.
Bueno, pero han jugado muy bien la baza ahora, por ejemplo, de la intro, que parece que es Guybrush con su hermano y resulta que no.
Sí, es curioso.
Son los hijos de...
Parte 1.
Logro desbloqueado, parte 1. Por jugar al juego te dan logros, ya, joder.
Ya ves.
Estamos viendo la pantalla medio partida, Michael.
Medio partida.
Hay algo raro, sí.
Hi,
Yo lo veo bien.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment.
Pero sigue vivo este hombre, con gabardina más moderna, pero...
Anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Pero es que además es como la misma perspectiva, ¿no? Que en los juegos originales,
Sí.
tío. LeChuck retó a mi
LeChuck
mujer.
kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Un malvado pirata fantasma zombie, el terror de los mares. Hemos sido enemigos durante toda mi carrera. Siempre me roban las mejores ideas.
Ya se vale.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
Venga.
Mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Vamos.
Well,
A montar el
you better
grupo.
get cracking then.
Vamos
The
ahí.
Chuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
A ver qué tenemos. Ah, pues sí, tiene lista de tareas también, tío. Ya ves, chaval. Joder. El dinerito
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
y una pluma.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Pues coger la rata.
¿Qué rata? Esta. No. No puedo.
¿Y el búho?
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Pues vale.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Venga.
My business right now is down those stairs with 3 pirate leaders and the fat
Para la
wad.
derecha abajo.
Sigue el mismo cartel.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Carla. Ahí está el barco de leche.
Le saludamos, ¿no?
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Ah, vale. Entonces no me tengo que acercar.
Marisco.
¿Voy a la mesa del fondo o hablo con estos?
No, coge el libro, yo qué sé. Habla con todos.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here
Al
unattended.
fondo. Hay que ir al fondo. Oh, un libro.
Al fondo del barco donde estás. La cocina. Claro.
Y ya.
Qué guapo. Ah, eres curioso. ¿Han pasado página?
A ver. No, no hay nada. Pero hay 10 páginas, ¿eh? O sea, a medida que vayamos avanzando irán saliendo, ¿no?
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
Al fondo. No hay nada más por aquí. Nueva decoración.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Aquí están los colegas.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Hostia, han cambiado.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Joder, qué hostiles son estos, ¿no?
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Guybrush Threepwood.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Eso es, una incursión. Voy en busca del secreto de Monkey Island.
Claro.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Es un eterno y misterioso que hay que desentrañar. ¿Qué les digo?
Es un botín de un valor monetario incalculable.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Sí.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Si tenéis al menos adelantarme una parte del dinero, podría compensaros por ayudarme al contratar una tripulación. ¿Me podríais al menos decirme dónde hay un barco libre?
Pide dinero.
Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Vaya.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Llora por el ojo que no tiene ojo, por el parche.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Se va yendo poco a poco.
I like the old pirate leaders better.
Y a la calle menor. Venga, vamos a ver qué tal. Anda, mira.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
¿Cómo va tu iniciativa para prevenir el escorbuto?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
No tendrás a mano un barco.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. Sounds like we've both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Seguro que tienes que irte ya. Me siento mejor solo con hablar contigo. Venga.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Oh.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, despídete tú primero.
No, you say bye first.
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 ¿Hasta cuándo se podrá estar así?
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Criticar
The
estatua.
problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Leer propaganda.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
La tienda vudú.
Vamos a ver.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Han pasado años.
You mean fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago? Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
Oops.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book
Un
of
libro de
hints.
pistas, loco.
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Vaya.
Joder, chico. No me jodas.
¿En serio,
libro de
tío?
pista. No abras el libro de pista.
¿Cómo consigo mi propio barco? Nada, déjate. Encontrar secreto. Vale. Lo del cártel.
Property foreclosed by
Embargada.
order of Madison Enterprises.
Esta era la puerta por la que entrabas y salías por otro lado, ¿no?
Sí.
De la calle.
Y aquí enfrente los mapas.
Oh, yeah. That clock has been broken for decades now.
También está embargado.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight
Ah,
Luncheon.
no.
Back shortly.
Almuerzo nocturno. Se ha ido a almorzar con la...
A ver,
con
vete
la-
a la estatua un momento. A ver, mira, que puedes mirar el graffiti. Detrás de Guybrush.
Ah, sí, es verdad.
It doesn't look finished.
Vale, ahora vete a la pared de enfrente. O sea, a la pared del reloj.
Ah, ya hay otro.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that?
Y al otro lado.
Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
Seguro que son parte de un puzzle.
Que no te extrañe.
Mira, tienes la puerta debajo del graffiti y tienes una puerta. A ver si puedes entrar en esa.
No.
No, del otro lado.
Tampoco.
Pues nada.
Próximo cese de negocio.
Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign
Es
says
que ha
so.
llegado a Monkey Isla en el internet y Amazon.
Joder, están todas las
The
puertas
note
con
says,
notas.
forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Mira a la anciana. La anciana.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
¿Eso es el símbolo de los Illuminati en la puerta?
¿En dónde? Ah, sí, es verdad.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Recuerdos.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows
Y lo otro es la cárcel.
Esta es la cárcel. Vamos a ver la cárcel que hay. Mira, hay otro grafiti aquí.
looks sort of like an eye.
Y aquí otro.
I think it's a chandelier.
La cerrajería, la cárcel.
A visitor.
Coño, Otis. Y están.
Guybrush
Es verdad.
Threepwood?
Hostia, esta no ha cambiado,
Otis.
Howdy,
No.
kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow.
How nice of you to notice.
Nuevo estilo artístico.
Sí.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative.
A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Mi prioridad número 3.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ah, vale.
Ah, guay.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Joder, mueve los brazos también.
Sigue con la misma textura.
Sí.
Sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Pero a comprarte un barco.
Un barco.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Would I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
¿Puedes enviarme a la competencia?
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
¿Algún consejo sobre cómo robarle un barco a
Any
otro?
tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Bueno, vale,
okay.
gracias, supongo.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Seguro que no hay forma. ¿Qué hiciste para que te arrestara? ¿Me ayudaría si te saco de la cárcel? ¿Te ayudaría?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
¿Seguro que no quieres que te saque de aquí?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
¿Cuál me has dicho, Cristian?
Hay otra cosa que pueda hacer por ti.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Vale.
Yo solo digo que esa puerta creo que está abierta.
¿Esta?
De las cerraduras rotas, y es la que rompimos nosotros.
Ah, coño, es verdad. Seguro voy tras el secreto. Venga.
See you later.
Yep.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Y no hay nada más aquí.
Pues a los astilleros.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Vamos. Entramos aquí también para verlo. A ver si está abierto. Ah, pues sí.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi.
Libro elegante.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Vale.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Galletas. A ver.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Cerrajera.
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Truco de magia. ¿Quién es la viejecita en la ventana de enfrente? Voy a buscar el secreto Monkey Island.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Pues necesitamos una lupa para ver el número de serie de la cerradura y darle a esta el número que te haga.
Eso es. ¿Quién es la viejecita de la
Who's the old
ventana?
lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to
La
be the Undertaker
sepulturera.
here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Voy en busca del
I'm on a
secreto
quest
Monkey
to
Island. Se va a
find the secret of
descojonar.
Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
¿Todas a la vez? ¿Eso cómo va? Si es una llave, ¿puedes duplicarla?
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
¿Conoces bien a Woody Bones? ¿Te gustaría unirte a mi
I would like
tripulación?
to join a pirate crew.
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
¿No son menos seguras?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
¿Qué me impide leer el número de serie? Venga.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Vale.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. She's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Vale.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system.
Pues nada, hay que robarle
and I
la
don't like it
lupa.
disrupted.
Coge galletas.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Vale.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Joder.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Moledora de llaves,
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Para sombreros.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Pregunta por el cartel.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
¿Y eso?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
De puta madre. Pedir permiso para probar.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Suplicar permiso.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Vale, pues aquí no se puede hacer más de momento.
No, pero nos ha dado ya idea, necesitamos una lupa.
Sí.
Por aquí va esa casa de la gobernadora.
Ah, sí, mírala.
Carla.
Hostia.
Es tu amiga. En principio no te debería pasar nada.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Cualquier cosa menos comida.
Sí.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Este es el... No tendrías que haberte dejado de ser maestra de la espada.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Se ocupa de eso, no me necesita.
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Estoy buscando el secreto de Monkey Island.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Le pido que sea mi tripulación.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Financie mis expediciones, venga.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech. There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Al final viajamos con LeChuck, ya verás.
Lo de Elaine.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
La mansión apenas ha cambiado.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Muy bien.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is
Pues
a
me lo llevo.
contemptible pig.
Vale.
Pues abrirlo o algo.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Vale. Por aquí no hay más.
Stay out of my bedroom,
Vale.
Creepwood.
Voy a
Fusi es
intentar.
suavecito.
Hey.
Fusi. Mola, suena bien.
Ole, mira el mapa, tú. Calle Merón.
Uy, no es la misma luna, ¿eh?
Puesto de vigía, el astillero, el bosque. Al astillero.
A coger el cepillo de dientes de lo.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Es que vamos a peor, Guybrush. Vamos a peor.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Asomarme.
The window's all boarded up.
Ah, no me
and it's
deja.
very dark in there. Is that an
Pero
old
es el
toothbrush?
cepillo de dientes.
¿Y cómo puedo entrar ahí, tío? Leer rótulo.
It says Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad.
tienes en el inventario?
Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
La pluma, a ver.
No creo que lleve la pluma.
No, y no me deja.
¿No tienes un pato percha de esos?
De momento
Una
no.
pata extensible, no.
Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Tienes el suelo, el cubo y tal. Más
Más
extra.
extra.
Dried up old sea sponge.
Coger esponja.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
No, no me deja.
Usa la esponja en el cubo oxidado. O estruja la esponja primero.
It's good for relieving stress. It's good for
Meter en el
relieving
cubo.
stress.
A ver si hace algo.
No deja, tío.
Stan used this to clean his ships.
A
It's
ver.
all rusted out now.
No, no permite.
Joder. Vale, pues nada.
Rememorar tiempos
I
felices.
remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
Pues nada. Puesto de vigía.
A los muelles.
Al barco de Lechak.
No, a los muelles. Cállame, no.
Los muelles.
Ah, bueno, no, pues a lo mejor es eso, el barco del Lechak. Ah, un poco antes.
Uy, volver al muelle.
Volver al muelle. Ah, y todo eso es el muelle. Vaya, pues. Caminar por los muelles. Ah, pues sí.
Le barco.
How clever.
Le barco.
Ofertas de trabajo.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Parecía un fantasma, ¿no?
Sí.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? Short of
Un
squabby.
grumetillo.
LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
¿Qué le decimos?
¿Tienes algo de mayor categoría?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Sí, médico, dile que
Segundo
médico.
oficial.
Médico.
Cirujano.
Sí, sí,
How about
sí.
ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree.
Is
Por
that a
supuesto.
definite requirement?
Sorry.
Vaya.
Podría ser un segundo
I could be
oficial.
second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
Podría ser
I could
armero.
be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Me invento el nombre.
Smith, John Smith.
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist.
Hola, qué bien.
I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Provisiones.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Vale.
La que tiene la X no tiene nada.
¿La X? ¿Cuál?
La caja con la X.
No, provisiones.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Pues nada, nos ha pillado.
No nos deja.
Why was
mira.
Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Les persigo. A ver.
Habla con el de la entrada, a ver si quiere.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Vale.
Good for
La jarra.
you.
¿Se la puedes quitar la jarra?
No.
Mira de la mesa.
A la mesa.
¿Y el pirata loco del fondo?
¿Puedes escupir al de aquí?
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Con la chapita del loop.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Cuéntame
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Vaya.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Dilo.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today. Yes. Now get lost.
Me manda un logro de por los fans.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Vale.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Ah, esto es nada.
Sound much like pirating.
Un poco piratesco. ¿Qué me ha dicho, Cristian?
La cocina.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Bien, muy bien, de maravilla, pues como siempre.
Pues ya ves.
Maravilla.
Same old,
Ahí
same
va,
old.
perdón.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Está vendiendo las piezas, sigue en la administración. Me tiene lo del escorbuto, ¿no?
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
¿Sabes dónde puedo comprar una fregona?
No tiene detrás tuyo, pero...
Realmente de este bar, no es lo que era.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a
Qué
lifetime.
determinación.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Joder, qué filosofía,
Any
de vida.
questions?
¿Cómo encuentro el árbol?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
¿De qué madera es el árbol? Que en la cabeza la fregona.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because
Coño, se eso pregunta, joder.
What kind of wood is the tree?
that is something you must discover for yourself.
Vale.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Vale, pues nada.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Coge las larvas estas que hay aquí en...
¿Estas?
Sí.
Active little guys, aren't they?
No, pues no me deja, tío.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Productos locales, tío.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
No puedes poner el peluche en los gusanos.
A ver. No, tío. No me permite. ¿Y la esponja? Tampoco. ¿Será un pariente?
Looks like a mugshot.
Sal por la puerta de atrás, ¿verdad?
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Examinar cordel.
Cordel
I
nunca
think
vi.
someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Ole, pues ya tengo cordel.
Ya te acabas de hacer una.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot.
Vale, pues ya tengo una cosa más en el inventario. Escabullirme con la fregona.
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Bueno, a ver, ¿cómo le ato el cordel? ¿Desenredar?
Hopeless.
Ah, no hay forma. Joder. Estos son los de las marcas que están Que están poniendo en la pared, yo creo, los grafitis.
¿Y el cacho rock que hay de fondo o qué?
¿El cacho?
Rock.
¿Este rock? ¿O este rock?
¿Qué punteíto tiene?
Ah.
¿Dónde ha muerto alguien en el suelo?
Aquí, ¿no?
Yo ho.
Venga, a ver, ¿dónde vamos?
Vuelve al mapa.
Al mapa.
Bueno, ahí va.
Bueno, al viejo.
Y baja a la derecha.
Vale.
Ahí donde, entre los dos pinos. El bosque.
En el bosque, vamos para allá.
Entre los pinos y mi chulo.
Warning, the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Hostia, este es el bosque este que no se perdía, ¿no? Que había que hacerlo de una manera...
Eso creo que sí.
Oh, marquito infantil.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Ahora son ilegales.
Aquí vivía Carla.
Once upon a time, I wore a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there.
Hello
Welcome
there.
to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Vale.
The display case is locked.
Claro.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves. Most.
Chorizos.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me.
It was a really
Mario.
touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Creo que ese cartel que
What's the story
falsifique.
with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure
Big
of
Whoop.
Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Es la nota que dejó de echar cuando raptó a Ley.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on
Grupo de
Thursday
rol los
nights.
jueves por la
I'm
noche.
telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square
Casi.
with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Vale. Entrar al almacén, a ver. Hombre.
Hay un juego, ¿eh?
Comida para loros.
Solo hay que echarle agua.
Leer la etiqueta de la
Especially
galleta.
fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Leer la
Pirate
tarjeta de
Times,
visita.
editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Vale. Y no hay nada más aquí, macho.
No parece, pero bueno.
Eye patch worn by Captain John
Pirata de las
Laney,
mil
the pirate
caras.
of 1,000 faces.
Le doy una galleta al loro,
It's
a
a
ver.
working parrot.
Si se puede.
You shouldn't bother.
Ah, porque hay que... Ah, claro, hay que hacerlas.
Hay que echarle el agua.
Pero me da sobre el
Is
garfio.
this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Vaya.
Tienes que utilizar el pollo con la polea para ir a su casa.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Joder. Lo tiene todo, eh.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Toma ya. Un remo. Volver a preguntar por el... Ah, no.
Sí, el ataúd con remo que usas en el 2 para ir a
Sí.
casa
What's
de
the
la...
significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Es el héroe de la isla sin saberlo.
Pues nada.
El mapa... Bueno, vendrá al bosque profundo.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Una planta. Murciélago. Una rana. ¿Por dónde voy? Bueno, pues vamos a mirar la planta.
A classic specimen of Alata needlius, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Widow.
A mirar flores moradas.
Ah, puedes coger.
Purple flowers.
Creo
These
que
must
no.
be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen.
No. Puaj, setas. Serpientes.
Coge setas.
No me deja, tío. A ver.
Ew.
¿Ir por aquí o ir por aquí? ¿Dónde vamos?
El centro.
I'm hopelessly lost without
Ahí
a
va.
map.
Necesitaremos el mapa seguro.
Seguramente.
I'm hopelessly lost
Sí.
without a map.
Pues nada, a ver.
A ver, ¿qué más tenemos por ahí? La misión no, ahí hemos estado. El barco no podemos todavía.
Calle
Menor.
menor.
El cepillo de dientes. Calle menor, ya hemos estado.
Vamos a ir ahí a ver si. Ahora con el cordel o algo. Contemplar la luna, joder. Nah, si es que no deja usar nada, tío. Estrujar la
Good for
esponja.
relieving stress.
Estrujar el
It's
peluche.
soft and extra fuzzy.
Extra fuzzy.
Extra
It's hopeless.
Extra fuzzy, que me gusta a mí eso. Extra fuzzy.
Cubo oxidado.
No puedes adaptar el cordero al cubo, ¿sí?
No, tío.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Y de la
No
buena
puedes
deja.
entrar, necesitas entrar para sacar el cepillo de dientes.
Sí.
Necesitas poder asomar otra vez.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very
Dentro
dark.
está muy oscuro.
Is that an old toothbrush?
Y es que de aquí no puedo usar nada para abrir, ¿no? Pues nada.
Vale. Pues vete a la ciudad otra vez.
Ofertas.
Vete a los mapas de aquí. A ver a Wally, que no lo has visto.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
No tendrás
un mapa estúpido.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Vale.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
No jodas.
Joder.
Hacer un mapa de árbol fregona. Pues a lo mejor hay que romper la fregona esa para...
Seguramente hay que conseguir una astilla o algo.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Vale. Bueno, parece que...
pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Vale.
Bye.
Intenta coger el monóculo que está en la caja.
¿Qué monóculo? ¿Este?
Sí.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Pues nada, el monóculo con la cárcel, ¿no? A ver, aquí pues
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. It's a map
Mapa
of
abanico.
fan. What will I think of next?
Que le da sospechosa una
Hey,
ventana.
Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Venga, pues vamos a la cárcel, a ver. La cárcel estaba en Calle Mayor. Oh, en el barco de Lechak.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Vale, hombre, vale. La cárcel era aquí. No,
Aw,
esta.
this is where I risked my neck for Elaine. And
Por el
she...
callejón tampoco has
Guy
entrado.
Roche! Hey, kid!
Ah, es verdad.
How's your day going?
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale.
Y este
No
también.
tiene nada.
Ah, porque estaba
No tiene
borroso, es verdad.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Vale, ahora vete por el callejón al que hay.
Coño, qué mal. Recoger tarjeta de trivial.
Ah, mira, una tarjeta de trivial.
Venga, a ver.
ver.
¡Hombre! ¿Roles aparte se ha suscrito?
Sí, soy yo. Perdón.
Ahí está.
El pollo fantasma con problemas digestivos se llama...
Hostia, es pollo fantasma. Oh. Lola, diría yo. Pero no creo. No.
Vaya, ¡ay, va! Y se pierde. No jodas.
Pierde, no, ya.
Hostia.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Pues nada.
No hay nada más.
Ah.
Nada, de la cerrajería.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya.
Y ahora puedes dar el
Hello again.
número.
Ah, coño.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Ay, no la pagamos.
No.
Ah, pues bien.
Hey, Guy Roche! Hey, kid! They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Bueno.
Intenta abrir el stand también con la llave.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights. No thanks, I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Ah, que no quiere salir. Pues nada.
Muy hemos soltado a Otis.
Ah, recuerdos.
Aww,
Ah, no, pensaba que
this is
estaba
where I
bien.
risked my neck for Elaine, and she
¿Cómo?
showed me she only needed
No,
me
que
to
eso ya lo
risk
daba
my
antes,
heart.
digo.
Also, the windows need some work.
Los mapas. Taquiti. ¿Y Otis dónde le puedo encontrar?
Buah, vete a saber a dónde se ha ido Otis.
La fregona. O sea, necesitaría una astilla. Vamos a ver si podemos que se rompa. Ahí va, este es nuevo. Este no estaba antes.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Fancy.
Vale. Cocinero.
You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it
No sabe ni lo que comió el
He
tío.
says he thinks it has ingredients in it.
Tenía
I
ingredientes.
don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Vale. Si te la trajera una receta, ¿podrías prepararla?
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course.
I'm a cook. See the hat?
Mira, detrás de ti un mono de 3 cabezas.
Oh, look behind you, a 3-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Vale, pues nada.
I'll see what I can find out.
La mansión de la gobernadora.
Vamos para allá. Mierda.
Sí, va bien.
Gobernadora. Ole. O sea, cada vez que hablan así, ¿no? Espada.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Joder. Y aquí no me va a dar ninguna pista, ¿no? Ingredientes.
Me volví a hacer.
Hostia. Gran libro de mapas del tesoro.
El de ingredientes.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Pedí prestado el gran...
No,
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Se me olvidó por completo. Te lo pagaré.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Joder, ¿qué dice? Tu biografía de John Lang. Hostia, a ver, hay unos pocos libros aquí.
Sí. Y hay otro arriba.
Can I borrow a book?
Espera, a ver si con otra respuesta vale. Porque creo que no. Te lo pagaré.
I don't need your money.
Vale.
Y arriba el otro amarillo.
Este relato de travesía sin fin.
El relato interminable de la travesía sin fin.
Aquí hay otro. Trucos vudú caseros.
Warning. Do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
Nada, claro, no me va a dejar ninguno.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cat.
Bueno, ahora ya que no tiene respuesta. Bueno, lo siento. Final. Pedir prestado al final de la plancha.
Sí,
the blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Can I borrow a book?
No tengo que devolver el libro.
You never even.
Vale, pues nada.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I need more than.
Dale el libro de pistas.
¡Ahí va! No, no me deja. No me deja. Le pincho y... No me deja.
Pues nada.
Esto nada, tío. Pues necesita algo más. ¿Qué le podemos dar, tío?
Edgy.
Un retrato de la... De la espada, tú. Vale, pues a ver.
Un libro.
¿Y dónde podemos conseguir un libro? En el museo, ¿no? A lo mejor.
Seguramente, pero el museo está en su casa. Arriba.
Aquí.
Ahí.
Un museo pintoresco tiene mapas del bosque.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Háblame de tu boletín. Que llevas una pata de palo para conservar más piernas.
Right, so you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
Háblame de tu
Tell me about
boletín,
that
que no le
newsletter
hemos
of
preguntado
yours.
antes por
The
su boletín.
Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry.
Poesía de
pirate
piratas. Ojo.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow. Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
¿Alguna de estas cosas tiene
Are any of
valor?
these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I
es
got
un
it at a
parche.
yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
A ver, vete a la casa
Please
Voodoo.
do.
Vamos para allá. Casa Vudú estaba en calle Mayor. Calle
La calle
Menor.
Mayor.
Estaría tomándose un café con leche.
Coger, no puedes coger el cuchillo este.
A ver.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here?
Como brilla.
El cuchillo.
¿Dónde está el cuchillo?
Aquí, debajo de tu ratón, casi.
Ah, este.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Cógelo.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no
La rana
apology
del
will
perdón.
do,
¡Hostia!
give the forgiveness
Yeah.
frog. It's
Coge el
like a
cuchillo.
card, only much better.
¿Me dejaba
because it's a
cogerlo?
frog.
I've never heard of that before.
Imagino, igual que la
Are you
rana.
sure it's real voodoo?
No comment.
Ah, sí, lo quiero.
It works. Trust.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw,
Joder, pues no veas si tiene normas,
and
madre mía.
any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads,
Joder.
or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm,
Madre
clowns,
mía,
pirates,
tú.
and adults.
Madre mía, vaya coñazo te
Where
da,
possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer
Ala, ala,
accepts
ala,
no
ala. ¿Qué dice?
responsibility for the consequences of
Pásala
any
con
use or
conversación.
misuse of...
Vale, ya está,
Oh, is
ya.
this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not
Puedo
able to
contestar a eso, ya que
answer
podría
that
crear un
question,
problema de
as it
responsabilidad.
could create a liability issue.
Madre mía.
Coge la rana.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Muy bien. Ja. Pues nada, yo creo que hasta aquí hoy, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que parece buen sitio. Tenemos una zona del perdón.
Joder, ya te digo. Pues ahí está.
Nuevo
Ahí
Monkey
está.
Island, ¿qué os parece de momento?
Oye, pues no me está disgustando, si te digo la verdad.
Si no abres la lista de tareas...
Hombre, vamos a
O
intentar
el libro de
abrirla.
pistas...
Vamos a intentar
Hombre, que
abrirla.
los otros juegos también tenían pistas. Si le dabas a la H te decía lo que tenías que hacer. Luego te bajaba la puntuación y cosas así, ¿no? Pero que te lo den en un libro tan, yo que sé, tan fácil como tareas para hacer y tal, no sé. Lo veo como muy No, muy fácil, ¿no?
Muy fácil. Bueno, de momento sí, ¿no? Es que claro, con la lista de tareas y las pistas, hostia, ya te está diciendo demasiado, ¿no? Pero bueno, los tiempos han cambiado, Cristian. Los tiempos han cambiado, tío. Los juegos ahora hay que pasárselos en mega difícil en vez de difícil. Han bajado el nivel. No hay más dificultad, macho, de momento. Pero bueno, pues nada, ya le tenemos el Monkey Island 6. Así que, pues nada, chicos, oye, muchas gracias por haberme acompañado en el directito. Y muy buenas noches a los dos, Cristian y Zafi, sí señor.
Buenas noches.
Que ya he visto, Zafi, que estás suscrito 2 veces con roles aparte.
Es que, joder, no, pero mira, a ver.
Otra vez.
A ver, se ve el cambio.
Sí, de la imagen, ¿no?
¿Te mola?
Lo que pasa es que creo que hay que bajarlo más porque se sube mucho, ¿no?
Pues es que todavía no lo he visto por aquí. He cambiado aquí unos cuantos.
Ah, vale.
Está muy chulo. Ya sabéis, si queréis verlo en primicia, le dais ahí a tope. Ah, mira qué bien se ve. Ah, se ve bien,
Sí. ¿No se corta arriba?
No, está perfecto. Es así, de hecho.
Ah, vale.
Sí, guay. Más chulos.
Tú sí que eres chulo. Tú sí que chulus. Bueno, chicos, pues nada, ha sido un placer. La semana que viene, recordad que el martes continuamos con la aventura de Guy Bruce Thirwood, aquí en la nueva aventura del Monkey Island, The Return to Monkey Island. Así que nada, chavales, muchas gracias, ya sabéis, aquí roles aparte. Mañana, los miércoles, tenemos aventura gráfica, aventura de rol en vivo y en directo aquí. Los jueves tenemos los jueves locos de Zafi, los viernes a Sebas en la Liga Spain de StarCraft 2. Los sábados descansamos, los domingos, el último domingo de cada mes coincide con este domingo, tenemos video podcast de roles aparte, no lo podéis perder, ¿vale? Y los lunes el Rocket Mondays. Besitos y hasta la vista.